Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, mom of four, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. In today's video, I just want to share with you the different websites and apps that I use while, looking for different real estate opportunities. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, this video is going to be short and sweet. There was a few different websites and apps that I was really loyal to when I would say I was literally checking every hour. And I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you because it did help me with my real estate journey when I was looking for my first property. So the very first thing, once you find a market that you're interested in, reach out to a few real estate investors. If you have any investor friends, or if you're in a Facebook group and you're looking to invest in a certain area, ask those other investors who their real estate agent are or what different places they went to. That's a good source of information. Now, my real estate agent, as you know, she has me on a daily email list. So every morning I get an email of a ton of new properties that just hit the market in the Mercer County area that hits the criteria that I'm looking for. So, within the budget I'm looking for, bedrooms I'm looking for, and stuff like that. So I get that every morning. I constantly take a look at it. Whatever I do like, I go ahead and like it. I'll, email her about the address and she'll go ahead and give me more information about that. So your real estate agent is gold. They have information that you don't have. And the MLS the information from the MLS that she's sending me, sometimes it's not even updated when I go on Zillow or Redfin. So she's sending it to me in real time hours. Although she sends it to me every morning, when I check like in the afternoon, something might pop up within the hour and it'll be in the email that she sent me. So it's constantly updating. I love that. So our real estate, different websites. I like Homesnap.com. My realtor is actually the one that put me on that. So I like that a lot. I like Zillow.com, of course. I like Realtor.com. Those are the three that I really use. I have all the other websites, the Redfins, the Wykers. Sometimes it can get overwhelming, but these are like the three that I really like. Now, I love that you can actually go ahead and see what properties sold recently within the area. I usually do that a lot. I feel like all of those websites have those features, but I do it on Realtor and Homesnap, and I do it on Zillow. So you could go ahead and see, how much a property nearby sold for in that particular area. So that's really helpful as well. And there's a whole bunch of other features. I think Redfin, which I don't really use Redfin, but I think Redfin is the one where you can actually make an offer. But the way I actually got in contact with my real estate agent was through Zillow. I put my information in and I sent a little message that I was interested in a property, and I got a call back within seconds. Now, you could go driving for dollars. You ever heard about people driving for dollars? I love to do that. When I'm on my way to go pick up my kids and driving back, sometimes my son is like, "Mommy, we already drove around this block. Are you looking at properties again?" Yes, I am. So there's an app called Dealmachine. Look into it. I think you do have to pay for it. I don't think it's a free app. But basically, if you see a distressed property, because that's one of the signs that maybe a homeowner is in distress. So if you see a distressed property, you go ahead and enter the address into Dealmachine, and it goes ahead and gives you the contact information of the owner of that property. So at that point, you can go ahead, if there's any numbers, emails, contact information, contact the owner, make an offer, see if they're ever interested in selling you the property. Of course, you can go ahead and knock on the door. I don't really recommend doing that, especially within the pandemic. Let's stick to social distancing, guys. I really like Dealmachine, and maybe you should look into it too. Now, one that I was on faithfully was Rentometer.com. If you've ever heard of Rentometer, basically, if a property that I'm interested in, I'll go ahead and type it in Rentometer. It asks you how many bedrooms, if it's how many bathrooms. Once you put that information in, it goes ahead and generates how much the rent comps are in the area. So as you guys know, I'm interested in rental properties. So this was something that I was using all day, every day. So basically it tells you, okay, in this area, the minimum rent is $1,300, the average rent is $1,500, and the max rent is like $2,000. So that was really helpful because it did help me gauge which area I was going into. I wasn't looking for rents under $1,000. So I wanted to be above that $1,000 mark. So it did help me, funnel out different areas. So, and once you put in the address to a property, you get to see, what the potential rents are. So this was really helpful for me. In my case, I'm interested in rental property. So if you're interested in that as well, check it out, Rentometer.com. Now, these are my auction websites. Of course, auction.com which is commonly known, and another one that's probably not as known, Hubzu. It's spelled HUBZU.com. So I actually learned about this through my real estate agent, because there was a property that I was interested in. I saw it on Zillow, and she was the one that actually told me, hey, although it's on Zillow, this property is actually up for auction. And I think I talked about this in my first video. I was actually bidding on the very first house that I was interested in. I was bidding on it. I lost the bid. It started to get way out of hand. And I'm happy I was able to control myself. So Hubzu.com, it's properties that are going up for auction. Same thing with auction.com. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm on those websites daily just to see what new properties are up for auction in my area here, because you know, a lot of properties are going into foreclosure. Unfortunately, with the pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs, unable to pay their mortgage. So a lot of properties are going into foreclosure. So, you know, look into your area, because you might live in an area that's expensive, but you never know. You know, a property down the block might be going into foreclosure and you may be able to afford it. So log in, create an account, and once it goes, a lot of the bids are going online now, but some of them are starting to do in-person bids. I do recommend just going to an auction in person just to get a feel for it. Even if you don't buy a property, I actually am going to be doing that very soon, and I might be able to film a video about it. So stay tuned for that. Now, Biggerpockets, as you know, I'm a pro member in Biggerpockets. They actually have different tools. So if you go to biggerpockets.com, BIGGERPOCKETS.com, they have a tool button at the top. Once you click on the tool, then you get to see if you get to choose which one, if you want to do the rent calculator, the fix and flip calculator, or the BRRRR calculator, which stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. So you get to use one of those calculators depending on what you're looking to do, and it actually goes ahead and analyzes the deal for you. This is very important, because you might think you have a really good deal, but once you actually plug in all those numbers, property taxes, vacancy rates, repair and maintenance, and all that stuff, it might not be that good of a deal. So come up with a number that you're okay with for your ROI. Is it 8%? Is it 9%? You know, come up with a number, put all those numbers in, and see if the property you're interested in meets it. Do this one deal a day. So if you see a property on Zillow that you like, go ahead and Biggerpockets, go ahead and enter it in and see if you like it, just so you can familiarize yourself with it. If you want, you can do it manually. I'm not doing that, all these numbers. I never really like math. But yeah, I did this daily on multiple properties, and it gave me a gauge of what worked and what didn't work. And I start to understand it more and more. And the last website is Craigslist, believe it or not. I saw a property that was going for sale for $20,000 in Trenton. It was not in a really good area, but once I called, they were actually interested, you know, in taking offers. Now, at this time, I was still doing the rehab of my property. I'm actually still interested in calling them, but you never know. Craigslist actually has decent deals. A lot of for sale by owners are up on Craigslist. A lot of wholesalers post on Craigslist, so you could go ahead and contact them. You know, they're always looking to add investors to their email list. It's just another resource of information. Why not? So if there's once you go to Craigslist.com, if you find a wholesaler in your area or in a town that you're looking to invest in, why not go ahead and just email them, tell them to put your email on their email list, and once they blast out, you know, any new deals that they have, you will be one of the first people to get contacted, and you could probably pick up something undervalued. Remember, we're not looking to do what I did. We're not buying properties above asking price. We're looking to buy properties below asking price. So maybe a wholesaler is someone that you could utilize to your advantage. And that is it. Those are all the websites that I faithfully use that I can remember off the top of my head. If I forgot any, I'll put them in a link, but I'll put it in a description bar below. But I will go ahead and put all these websites, all the links to these different apps and websites in the description bar down below. I hope this was helpful. I use these websites faithfully. I still do. Don't make an offer on a deal without analyzing it. Don't make an offer on a rental property deal without, you know, entering the address and Rentometer to see what the different rents are in the area, because your real estate, and still ask your real estate agent as well. She gave me a number. Real estate agent will give you an idea of what they think the rent and the comps are in that area, but you can go ahead and use that information against you know, Rentometer and see if you're getting the same number. And also, if you have a property manager, utilize them to your advantage as well. They also are really good with giving you rent estimates for the area. So that's it for today's video. Give me any video ideas that you guys are interested in. Please go ahead and put your post notifications on. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, subscribe to the channel. Why are you not subscribing? Did you subscribe yet? I'm gonna give you a second to subscribe, because I'm not sure why you still haven't subscribed to my channel. Like, it's fire. I'm giving out information for free, and if you subscribe, it's for free. Just subscribe, it's free. I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much. It's the 4th of July weekend, so enjoy your weekend, be safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next video.